about these listings. I feel like you really go the extra mile. Tell me a little bit about your philosophy behind prepping a home for online visibility.
Right. Yeah. So I feel like 90% of your buyers come from the internet. So you need to make sure that your pictures are amazing. I know people cut corners with pictures. That's one thing I don't do. So shout out to Long Peak Media. I went to high school with them. So they are my go-to photographers. They are amazing. And it shows. And they do drone, they do, if you're by a park or a highway, they do a drone video of your entire house. And then I'm doing the walkthrough. I'm also in Zillow Showcase. Only a handful of agents are allowed to do that. If you're hiring me to sell your home, then I need to do the best I can for you. And that's pulling out all the bells and whistles, staging, photography. I'm going to give you a list of stuff. And sometimes I don't mean to hurt people's feelings, but I just want, you need to wash this or power wash the front of your house, clean your exterior windows. You can get the Windex spray, this just little things like this that makes your house pop, right? If your address is all faded, get some new address letters on it. Put a pot of flowers on your front, porch. And if you do need a stager for a consult to walk through, let's say you're going to be staying in your house, I don't have to stage it, but you're like, I have all this stuff, I'm overwhelmed, I don't know what to do. I hire my stager to come through a walk through with you, and she'll tell you where to move stuff, what to pack up, because it is an overwhelming process. Like if I move, people don't want to see my kids' pictures all over the walls and things like that. So, she just walks through and tells you what to pack up, what might look better for your living room to be staged. Let's take a piece of furniture out. Let's move the rug or anything like that.
And these are beautiful pictures. You got family pictures on the beach in Hawaii. You got all these things, and they're beautiful. They're the most prized possessions of a lot of the people who you are hired to help sell their home. It can't be easy going to them and saying, hey, that whole beautiful section of the Maui trip last year, like that's not a good idea for this area in terms of showing it.
I remember the first house I sold, my realtor came in and told me that, and I was actually pissed. I was like, well, why would you want my family to be down off the wall? And I didn't understand, but now looking back, I'm like, God, I was not nice. Like I should have listened. People don't want to see your Star Wars display on the wall. And plus, if you think about it, do you want your kids blasted all over? You're going to be on Zillow, you're going to be on realtor.com, you're going to be on everywhere. So if you have things with like your last name correlated with your family, like I don't think I'd want that in those pictures anyway.
Let's say I hire you to list my home, and we've talked already. I like you. Your numbers are good. You seem very, quantitative. You're making sense to me. And then we start to talk about, hey, it's going to cost. We have to stage this thing. We've got to market. We've got a drone. We've got all these numbers. I can imagine that fee adds up. And how do you handle when clients come at you and say, look, I'm underwater. Half the reason I'm selling this house is because I need to free up some cash. And now you want me to chip in on a marketing cost.
That's on me. So I feel like you hire me, that's on me to do my job, and that is to market your house, staging, pictures, anything.
So you front that cost.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And It's a gamble, right? Like what if your house doesn't sell? Well, that's just the risk I take to list your home. And I hope that our relationship's good enough that if it does withdraw or it does sit and you decide to list, take it off the market and list next year, I'm still your gal, but that's just a cost that I incur, and I understand that cost, and that's just my job. And I know that I will incur those costs, and that's fine because I'm doing this service for you because you've hired me. So I know a lot of realtors do make their clients pay for this, but my philosophy is you've hired me. I'm going to work for you, and that's just part of my service I provide.
But when I hear agents like yourself with just kind of committed to helping me achieve my goal and really offering to offset that cost up front, I mean, to me, that kind of diffuses that fear.
No, and two, if your house is older and you're worried like your HVAC's older, your AC, I'll say, well, then I'll provide a home warranty up front too. So that just extra things that I can do to help you out, because unfortunately we're not all in a situation where you have a ton to give up front. So if you need to sell, you need to sell. Life happens. Right. Jessica Gallegos here with Coldwell Banker. Nobody cares more is my slogan. You'll find that on all my business cards. Feel free to contact me. Email, website, phone number, I'll all be provided. I answer my texts and emails. Check out my Google reviews. They're all 5 stars and amazing. Thanks so much for watching.